Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky and I have been having a really long think about how to redo our main base. And it occurred to me that if we want to expand science, and we probably will, because I don't actually have a set goal in mind for how many science per second we want. I don't really want to do 1,000 science per second at this point, but we can get to that point. But if we're going to keep expanding, it's probably wise to make it completely bot-based. However, we do have assemblies like the mall that really benefits from belt-based loading or unloading of materials, and so we kind of want to have a bus structure for that. We also are making modules, and we're making the other thingies called robots. There they are. We're making robots, and those also I kind of think that belt-based would be just fine for, as well as the solar production that we have over here. So my idea, I have this kind of a radical thought that we should take, kind of divide our base in half and have the mall, which won't move, here, and any other belt-based production on this side. We're going to tear all this out here and have the train station come in this area. And that way we'll be able to unload into a lot of the passive provider chests, so that the bot-based stuff can grab that easily on the left side of the tracks. And we'll have module production, which probably will be bot-based on the right-hand side, but will also be loading onto a sort of a simple bus structure going back to the mall. And I'm thinking that this might work. I haven't done this before. This is an experiment for me, but I think that might be the most convenient thing. I had this thought of sort of surrounding the train station with bot-based production, but with enough bots it really doesn't matter how long the travel times are. We just need more bots. So to that end, we're gonna have to clear up a lot of the bus. We're gonna take out all of the science structures, and we're gonna move some of the other things closer to the mall area, and we can start doing that in this episode. I think I might leave the building trains and other special interest trains over on this side. Hello, Eleonora. Greetings. That was my Eleonora. She's standing on the altar of love. She's just meowing. Hello. You know, there are a couple of other intermediate products that we are not making yet. And that would be stone. I want to build either here, there's 23 million stone here, and 28 million stone over there. I'm thinking of a place that has, you know, we can have stone smelting into bricks, plus take the raw stone back to the main base. We don't need a lot of it. We just have to have some of it for railroad tracks and furnaces for science as well. So there's quite a lot of stuff to do here, but I think we're going to start off by moving some things, like, for example, robots. Let's find out where we have this. It's right over here. I don't think we're going to need any more production than this, so I really don't feel like we need to do like a beaconed setup or anything. I think it should be just fine. Let's just make sure that we get all that we need to get here. Let's go up this way. Okay, that's perfect, except for that. Darn silly thing. Right. Okay, we're going to go this way, and we're going to take off all these beacons. We don't need those at all. And this chest can go as well. And that will be our setup for robots. We're just going to kind of copy it from what we've already done. Let's see. We have our first assembly machine starting on that line approximately there. I think I'm going to leave a little bit of space there just to have space. I like having a little bit of space between assemblies. It makes sense to me. And this is going to be functioning hopefully pretty darn well. So let's make sure our robots... Are they constructing this at all? Do we have any? Okay, they're going to come get stuff. Awesome. And, of course, we can tear down the other structure as well. Where did I leave it? It is somewhere. Aha, there it is. Okay, great. We'll take these guys out. Oopsies. Okay. Here we are. and take those out like that. Modules, I do need to design. I think I want to do beaconed modules, to be honest. I think that's going to be easier for us. We can also take batteries out, since we now have batteries made in an outpost by themselves. So these are completely unnecessary right now. So we can take those out. And then science, we're going to have to think about... we're going to get rid of all the science. This is kind of a scary step for me. It's like, oh gosh, we're having all this science leaving forever for good. There we go. Take this out. Try to not... Oh, you know what? We're going to choose our deconstruction planners to blacklist roboports. Yeah. And we're going to take out the power poles, but we can add them back a little bit later. So that's not going to be a problem at all. There's one down there. There we go. This will do. This is looking pretty nice. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot of deconstruction in our base, obviously. But I'm not going to just sit through all this. We're gonna be doing some planning as we're taking all these things out. I thought about doing kind of an intermediate stage base, but I don't know. It was like, well, if I'm gonna do that, why not just go for the full, you know, the full reconstruction and stuff like that? Because it can get a little bit, you know, iffy. All right, so we can also deconstruct all of this stuff over here. So let's go walk over there and hopefully get these things put in a box or something. There we go. There's a few empty things. Another thing that I've been having to think about a lot, in fact, is having all of this extra ore here. I feel like I should make some kind of a recycling station to load a train up with recyclable items. And mostly those would consist of ores, possibly coal, because I don't know that we're actually needing coal for anything. Well, we might need it actually for grenades, so grenades doesn't have to be. But we have a lot of ore that has no reason to be there. Okay, let's take this all out. Definitely not needed. Okay, there we are. Come on, bots, come back. Going too slow, my friends. Need to step up this pace here. Alright, I'm gonna get one of my other reactors in here. Come on. There we go, little bots. Yeah, at this stage of the game, it would be nice to have, I don't know, nuclear-powered bots or something that you wouldn't worry about charging, because it's very annoying to have to charge all those things. All right, I'm just going to blacklist all of these things and not worry about trees. Come on, bots, you can do it. Dang, it's like, oh, and I didn't choose curved rail. I thought we could get away with no curves, but apparently we can't. It's interesting that they're still considered like two separate objects in the game. So it's kind of a little fun thing. I wonder if that's going to change with the rail update, the UI change in 0.16, which we are all, of course, anxiously awaiting. I don't know when 0.16 is going to come out, but I'm very excited for it. All right, let's keep on collecting all of these things here. Bots, can you please? Yo, like, I need this stuff. Bring it here. Okay. Looks like the bots from the network are grabbing some of these things. Okay. And nothing there. Okay, so we've actually cleared out a huge amount of area here. I don't actually want to move the mall, however, so we'll kind of keep that on this side. Though maybe I should have put the... I could have put all this robot stuff on the other side. Is this... What kind of... This is assembling machine 2. Why don't we have 2s? Oh, I see. I see how it's going. This one needs what? What are you short on? You did assembly machine 1s. You're short on electronic gears, right? Yeah, that's not great. All right, let's give you some gears, machine. I would really like to have these guys starting to make robots and things like that. Get all that stuff organized. Oh my god, how many grenades I have. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the bots clear all this stuff, and then I will come back when I have some ability to actually construct stuff. So I'll see you soon. Alright, I'm back. So, not all of the deconstruction has been done, but I found myself fiddling with this, and I thought, oh, you know what, I should start rolling again, and show you what I've been kind of just passing the time with. Also, I wanted to note that having this backbone of roboports and large electric poles has been a complete blessing. This is really, really good. And I think, oh, I'd like to get another radar, I think, put down maybe here. Just so we can see all of this area that's kind of, some of it's been knocked out by other things, but otherwise it's doing really, really well. Ooh, looks like we have, oh, okay, that doesn't have power, which is kind of silly. I must have overestimated the area that pole would stretch. But anyway, I started to build a few of these module things here, which is not a lot. I think we're going to just do this. And these guys, we're going to need to grab some advanced circuits and electronic circuits, reds and greens. So let's go ahead and get some of these guys. Maybe like 50? No, it's going to be... These take 15 seconds to craft. Let's just have 100. Let's have 100 of these guys. And then 100 greens also coming into the neighborhood. If you are wondering, yes, this indicates this symbol here. This looks like a little alien with like a psychic telepathic, yo, hello, I'm here, but I can't hear anybody. This means that we're not in a logistics range of any roboports. You can see that you can see how humorous the situation is. Yeah, that's interesting. So we're going to just extend this upward a little bit here and get these guys set up with a power pole. Right, so for each of the tiers of modules, we are not able to use any productivity modules, because modules are considered an end product, a finished product, and therefore you cannot use the productivity modules here, so we can console ourselves instead with speed, which is great because these things take an awfully long time to build. The first tier of modules takes 15 seconds, the second tier takes 30, and then the third tier takes 60. So what we're going to do is we're going to just add these guys up and make little how should I do this? Probably need 4 of these. 4, there we go. And then we'll need to get our tier 2 modules here. And we're just going to go for basic ratios. We're not going to use the 5 at the end. I think this should be more than enough for what we're looking for, honestly. Right, so here we got our tier 2s, and then the last one will be the tier 3. And of course we do need to change those chip requests as we're getting there. Whoopsies. There we go, speed module 3. Right, so instead of greens here, we're going to request blues instead. Does this need anything else? Ah, yes, it does need something else, which I kind of forgot to do. Oh my goodness, and I have I have put way too many power poles. That's not good, is it? Definitely not. I think I accidentally added one, and it got a little bit out of hand there. So, right, these guys, do they need greens? These, oh, that's the level 1s. Level 2s do not need greens. So we're going to change this to be blues instead. So we're going to take these guys out. Can I please have these things? Thank you. Okay, never mind. Take those out. They still keep delivering even after I tell them no, but they're just trying to be intrepid, I guess. Alright, I'll let those guys sort themselves out, let the robots complete their trips, because obviously they're having some issues there. I want to put these blue circuits on auto trash of 100. Thank you very much. And I would like to limit these chests. Did I limit them? Yes, I did. I limited them from the very first copying, so that's a good thing. Now, we do need to add an extra requester on these guys because they need to request some stuff as well. Note that I'm putting fast inserters here just because they're handy for me. I don't really like carrying around the yellow inserters, though I have them. I don't think they'll need that speed, but let's see. We need these guys to be requested there. So copy and paste there, and then these guys, whoopsies. I should have clicked on the box and not on the inserter itself. Right, so these guys are going to request 2s instead. Alright, so hopefully we're going to start actually creating more speed modules and more things in general over here. These guys have, wow, these still aren't up to it, but they have a speed of plus 550%, which is pretty nice. It is very nice. Alright, so we're going to let the last, the tier 3 machine, we're going to allow it to have a big stack of modules, make a bunch of them. And then those are going to get processed elsewhere. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the entire arrangement, and then we're going to make the productivity modules as well. So these are going to be productivity ones. Paste, 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 paste. And then this one is going to be 2s. And the last one, of course, is going to be 3s. Okay, great. And they did, whoa. Okay, and we need to change these requester chests, of course. There we go. And I'll take these, thank you. Paste there, right. And then the 2s go in here. And there we are. Very efficient, fast way of doing this. And now we just need to extend our beacons upward. I always like to have a blueprint of beacons. This one is the last one there. Good. There we are. Very nice indeed. So these guys will start making stuff as we go along. I just kind of wanted to have this array in place so that we know how far we can push our train station. And I'm still going to leave a little bit of room here for this stuff. And then my plan is to have possibly the... Whoa. Hold on. Let me just get some power going on here. There we go. In case there's any more construction to be done in that area. Yeah, have the loading of the bus kind of take place maybe here for things that are going on the bus, which is going to impact the robots here, the mall, and the solar components generation. Now, everything to the left, and the thing is, maybe I should put some of this stuff on the right as well. Some of the science may actually benefit from being on the right. I'm just trying to think of ways to decrease robot trips length and things like that. Though technically it's not that necessary. As long as you have enough robots and they can make enough trips and you request enough materials, it should be just fine. Having said that though, what I could do, oh, I know what I'll do. I'm going to do we're going to space it out and we're going to have some stuff on the right. And I think this might be the best way to do it, is just, this is the maximum distance that you can have between beacons, right? They're all touching. We have the 2 spaces of distance between beacons. That's the general range of the beacon. So if we add, a few more of these things, we don't have to decide now what we want to put there. We can decide later. We can have some of the science over here and some of the science on the other side, because this train station is going to be fairly big. Yes. So, right. Where are we on the map? We're here. I think that should be enough space for a little bit of robot-based making of stuff. Have a very big train station here, and then put the rocket toward that end. And we'll have one quite large train station. In fact, I may even have the trains kind of coming in one direction and then going out the other direction, just to eliminate any kind of traffic that we might see. I think that might be advisable. All right, so let's take this out. Those guys can go, and we can start planning our train station. How do we want to do this? There's so many ways of doing things here. It's and there's a lot of little bits of debris out here as well. Okay. Now, I think one of the most important things we need is going to be green circuits, because we need to get some more beacons and other things made. So, and the other thing is too that we need to figure out, you know, how many train stations of each material. We have red circuits and blue circuits, which are huge consumers of green circuits out on their own outposts. So we probably maybe need, oh my gosh, it's so hard to estimate because, like I said, I don't know what our final science tally per minute is going to be. I'm just kind of going with the flow here. So we need to liberate those robots. So we're just going to estimate. And you know what? We can add more later. We can add more at different parts of the bus. We can do many different things with this whole thing. So we don't have to worry too much. And we have the robots to help us. You know, we don't have to worry about being perfect because they will assist us in whatever we need to do. Right, so I'm going to leave space here for the unloading. But then we want to have train tracks coming out like here. We can have inserter and box. That's not going to be the real thing. I just want to measure out how far it is from the beacons. I don't want it right up next to it because I like space. Space is good stuff. Okay. I think that might work really well. And since pretty much all of the products are going to come in this way, I'm feeling like we should just take them out and maybe have multiple exit lanes. And we're going to remove this bus part here because it really isn't necessary anymore. It's completely superfluous. We might have the tracks coming in like this way, I'm thinking, going along here. Get my faster shoes on. Love wearing fast shoes. So good. And these guys, of course, have got to go. But those guys can connect. And here's our brick production, which we need to dissolve at some point. Yeah, they can connect up here and go all the way back up to their outposts. Okay, that seems pretty reasonable. We just need to make sure and get to the lowest part of the bus and maybe have 2 outgoing lanes. I'm thinking that could be a good thing. Okay, here's our thing. Maybe here. Just have them coming out that way. And just separate them, I don't know, by 2. That should be fine. And just have them... Maybe we should separate them based on traffic. You know, maybe we'll have... an ideal, of course, they would not be crossing each other. So let's go and get some kind of an unloading station, a bot-based unloading station, which we might find here. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. And that has, we would like to get the newer one. I want to go here to sulfuric acid. I think this, yes, this has bot-based fueling, which is quite nice. Right, and this is the request for iron. Okay, I think that should do pretty well. And we'll not copy the last bit. Okay, I think this should work. That should be good. All right, go back here. Oopsies. Wrong key there. Okay, how do we want to do this? Put it down here, maybe? That seems reasonable. I think that's good. Okay. So I kind of want to... I should put them pretty close together, I think. All right, let's put a bunch of these down. So Gonna need several. All right. We're definitely going to need several. Okay. And as you can see, this is already quite a wide arrangement as we have it. We're going to be importing gears, so that's going to represent a lot of our iron that normally we would have had many, many lanes of iron. So I'm thinking we could do still 2 trains of iron, 2 trains of gears, 1 of red circuits, blue circuits, and things like that. Let's see. Okay, we just need to get these things going. So I think, yeah, iron on this side would be good. This one, I don't want to make it green circuits. I'd rather make it like red circuits, because I want iron and green circuits. Those are probably going to be our most used materials. We'll have them both on 2 different outgoing tracks. Okay, you are going to have red circuits, and then you're going to be blue. Oh my god, my cat is climbing my table. Eleonora, you are not permitted to be there. Oh, goodness me. All right, well, I'll have to tell her later. She's clearly not in a mood to listen. Right. Alrighty. And we can also have our rocket assembly parts, like steel and stuff like that, going in as well. I could start going from this side maybe and choosing things like green circuits. And then what do we got here? The rest of it doesn't really matter that much. I don't think we're going to need much copper. I think 1 train of copper should be plenty enough. Oh my goodness, you hear, I don't know if you can hear her purring or not, but it's very, very cute. Gears maybe 2 as well. Let's see what else we've got going. We need plastic for sure, and steel. Here's plastic. Here's oopsies. Yes, Eleonora. She's very talkative today. Right. What else do we need? Right. Let's just look and see what we've got. Let's see, we've got batteries. Okay, that can be a battery station here. Oopsies. She's really... Can you refrain, Kat, please, from... Don't rearrange stuff. Oh, dear. Anyway, she's okay. She won't get into trouble. She's just fine. Right, so we are kind of at the edge of the construction ability here, or ability to construct things. Let's get this added there to help with the construction. Let's see, make sure that that's all in range there. Good. And, right, we have copper, we have iron, we've got gears, we've got steel. Plastic we have. Green circuits we have. Batteries. I don't think we need sulfuric acid, or do we? I think for batteries all we need is lubrication, lubricant. Eleonora. Sorry about that. I had to stop the recording and get my cat off of the table behind me. All right, so we had blue circuits, red circuits. Anything else we're making off? We're gonna need rocket fuel, so let's put down a thing for that. Because I'm gonna make that separately. So we'll have this thing being rocket fuel. Okay. And then we'll have, I think we're going to have stone and stone bricks. I could put them in the same station. I think I'll have 2 separate stations for them. That'll be just fine. Stone and stone bricks. Now, I should, actually it doesn't matter whether they're toward the end or not, does it? Those stone I could possibly put closest to the middle because there's not much of that required. But then it's going to be drawing from both sides anyway, so I'm supposing it doesn't really matter all that much. All right, let's just go with that then. We'll just do that. You're going to be stone brick, please. Where is the stone brick? Brick. There it is. Okay. And I don't know if we're going to do concrete. Probably do concrete here, but it's not a required thing. It's just for making more rock cut silos. Right, so now we have a very large sort of mess of stations in here where we can put roboports, which is very, very nice. Look at this. That's why we moved that rocket fuel station there, which ended up being a good decision, I think. Okay, so we can put those there. And we do need to connect these via some kind of power pole. There we go. Now, we're not going to be able to load the bus with all of these train tracks being the way they are. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different stations. So I think we'll take 8 and then 7 and get them going into one particular line. Like that. I don't think there's any penalty for curves at all. So the rest of these guys can be quite like this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And these guys can be placed downward. We do need to get rid of some of this stuff down here. And actually the bus stuff could be lined this way instead, because I seem to have run out of space. Oh dear. Though, having said that, we may not actually need that much for the bus. Maybe these lines should just go through. We have how many spaces between? 4 spaces, which is not a lot. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to load a belt from both sides, though I suppose we could squiggle it around a bit. I think I'm going to move this whole thing down here. We really need to get rid of this guy, this stuff here. Right. All right, we're going to just get rid of it right now. Like, go. Go, go, go. Have fun. Get rid of all this. We don't need any of the piping as well. Or either, I should say. This is the episode that marks the great change in the base. As you can see, it's going to be interesting. There we go. Okay, there we go. And all of this is going to actually move downward. Oh my goodness. My cat is very active today, apparently. She just really wants to not annoy people. I think she just wants to draw attention to herself, but it ends up annoying people, specifically people like me. Just because it's really not what... Oh my god, really? I can't... Oh, I have to just shift click it. Gotcha. Okay. Right, we're going to take this down and take this way. And let's get our curve aligned this way. This is like really... I don't know. This is like high level fix everything in the base type stuff that... I don't know, it's scary to me sometimes to make these huge changes. But it's okay. You know, it's not too bad. It's not horrible. Because we know it's going to be for the best. So I'm not terribly bothered about that. Alright, I think what I want to do here is just make... Come on, guys. Can you fix this, please? Ugh. Okay. There we go. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Bits of belts. Unfortunately, my main base really does not have enough roboports, just generally. I'm hoping that I'm going to have plenty of construction materials like railroad tracks. I think I should. I'll just go and borrow from the train. So it'll be good. There we go. I should have enough of the other stuff as well. Look at all these guys crowded at the roboports. Poor things. Alright, there we go. Can you guys do the tracks, please? Sort of. Never mind, I'll get it myself. It's okay. Okay, so all of these guys are going to be kind of connected and joined over here. Yeah, can I please? There we go. What I want to do is I want to put signals on this particular track so that our trains, we can just copy and paste the whole lot over here. Oopsies, let's... Okay, this is close-ish. There we go. That'll work. And have the ability for several trains to wait if necessary. It's like we could have one here. Actually, I'd rather wait past the walkway if possible. Like right there. We could even do a safe crossing over here. That might be fun. I've never actually built one in any of my factories because I haven't really felt the need for one. They're quite cool and they're kind of fun to deal with. I don't get run over that often, though every now and again I do. I'm not saying I never have. But anyway, it should be okay. I'm gonna grab this whole thing like this. Nice. Excellent. We'll get rid of that and the power pole. We're just going to plop these down at every space. Oh god, that was the wrong spot. Yep. Yep, that was the wrong spot. I forgot that I grabbed that initial light. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. We're just going to let these guys collect over here. Okay. Now the next ones are going to be lower down. Oopsies, I can't. Erg. Let me put this elsewhere. Oopsies. Let's take this way. I'm kind of wondering, you know, should I bother with this whole long track thing? Or should I combine it into one over here? That actually might be a better idea. To just kind of combine it this way. But then we'd have to have some more diagonals, and it's going to be messy. But this, on the other hand, is kind of a waste of railroads, isn't it? Right. Yeah, let's just do that. I think we need this one to be like that. Okay. Get rid of all these guys. There we go. And one more. Okay. Okay, there we are. There we are with those. We'll just keep on going this way. Okay, cool. This one, I'm gonna go from here, go like that. This one here. Actually, we could do this. Can we do that? Hold on. Yes, we can do it that way. Excellent. And then this one. This one is a tricky one. Yeah, that one does not want to go this way at all. So I think we're going to have to make another set of diagonals for this one. Yep. It has to start further down. Yep. Oopsies. Alrighty, there we go. That's much better. Okay, and we're going to take off all these. Yeah, I think this is a better use of track. There's no need to have all of those long parallel lines. It does come at the cost of this, our walkway being a little bit overcrowded with tracks. But that's okay, I suppose. We can just make a very long sort of area of crossing if we desire to do so. Okay, let's get this out. Go, go, go. Yeah, that won't transition there well, I don't think. Yeah, this is kind of the best we can do. All right, we will get these guys sorted out then here. Right, this one probably needs a chain signal because it's kind of going over this thing. And then go there. Get these guys sorted out there. And this one probably needs one there. Okay, I think that's fairly good, actually. It's pretty decent. And we can remove these excess bits of track that we put down in our earlier phase of excitement there. Okay, cool. And then we'll connect the other bits of track on the other side. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do is possibly put down a rail line this way so that trains that are going to the copper outpost or copper smelting place, they can go to the left instead of the right here, right there. Go that way instead and maybe have the line coming up that way so that they have a choice at the end of their line. Okay. So we will get these guys then kind of ordered up. And where is our copper? Right, copper is here. I'm going to have them all kind of go to the right, I think. And then we will allow one diversion to the left if they desire to do so. So I'm just going to copy this under part there. Don't need these guys at all. There we are. We're going to make this be a little bit lower. Actually, it works right there, doesn't it? Okay, that's just fine. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Oh boy. This is fun. Collect 500,000 red circuits in my inventory. Perfect. Not great. Not great. It's okay though. We'll be fine. Alright. Shift click. And I think we could actually do this. Make it a little bit shorter for our trains there by going that way. And then we can have the second line kind of going this way, perhaps. Is that the right height? No, it's not, is it? Wait, I can't tell. Is it the right? It is. Miraculously, it is. Okay. Get rid of this. And come on, bots. Hello. Come on. I have to give them all a boost by picking them up and stroking them gently and cuddling them a bit. And then they'll do their business, which is good. Finally. Right. Go this way. Do need to add some signals down here. This area. Okay, cool. That's looking really good. And then we just need to extend this whole area as well and connect these to the main lines. What I would like to do also is grab a... Yeah, we'll do this sort of thing where we have one train lengths here. I'm just going to be copying this entire thing and we're going to just blueprint this thing like that. Okay. I don't like when it doesn't line up quite properly. It's kind of annoying. That's alright though. It's fine. Yeah, there we go. Gonna get rid of this whole thing. This probably needs to go underground. A lot of it. Get our blueprint back again. Good. I guess I have the blueprint on one part and then not the other part, which is definitely inconvenient. Get that out of here. The radar's got to go to as well, unfortunately. Can I move that thing just up or down one square? Yes, I can. Lovely. And the radar's got to go back as well. Put that here. Give you a power pole. There you go. Congratulations. Have a nice time. Right. Alright, there we go. There we go. We're just going to go until we hit the brick factory. I think one of these future episodes very shortly is going to involve brick making in an outpost, of course. Come on, let's go, bots. There we are. Nice. Oh, and I've lost my... I have no more signals. No. So, all right. I think we've actually made quite a lot of progress today. We're getting these trains to go out and around, and hopefully soon we'll be getting deliveries from the world. But I think this episode has gone on way, way past where I expected it to. So thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and have a lovely holiday. I'll see you next time. Bye.